I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a 6-1. Maybe. I got a 6-1, bruh.
The clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell was an electrifying showdown that had fight fans on the edge of their seats. From the opening bell, both fighters engaged in an all-out slugfest, each determined to secure a knockout victory. As the rounds progressed, Benavidez's experience and power began to shift the momentum in his favor. However, the outcome sparked controversy. Many boxing experts labeled Benavidez's win a robbery, igniting heated debates across social media.
Good body shot from Forte. Good right hand from Forte, brother. Hey, let me run this by you.
We prepared well. It didn't go like...
Fans voiced their frustration, with one sarcastically tweeting, "David Benavidez gets arrested outside the arena after robbing David Morrell," reflecting the widespread belief that Morrell deserved the victory. Gervonta Tank Davis also weighed in, expressing surprise at Morrell's agility given his size. In a now-deleted tweet, Tank even accused the referee of biased officiating, suggesting that the fight may have been unfairly tilted towards Benavidez. Prominent sports journalist Ariel Helwani praised the fight's intensity, tweeting, "The Benavidez vs. Morrell fight was sick, just as good, if not better than expected."
We won it like we expected, but we always knew that only one David was gonna prevail. The only thing that's left is to learn from it, move on, and be better next time.
Loved it. While Helwani focused on the entertainment factor, his comment also highlighted how closely contested the bout was. Combat sports analyst Capoza noted the dramatic shift in the later rounds, stating, "Just when the fight settled into a rhythm, Morrell turned up the drama in the final rounds. Great fight, not difficult to score, but it delivered as expected." This sentiment echoed the belief that Morrell's strong finish should have secured him the win. Tensions between the two fighters were evident even before fight night. During a heated media workout, Benavidez aggressively shoved Morrell during a face-off, prompting Morrell to throw his title belt at Benavidez. Security had to step in to prevent the situation from escalating further. In the fourth round, Morrell stunned Benavidez with a powerful right hook, leaving the Mexican fighter visibly shaken against the ropes, a rare sight. However, Benavidez's resilience and relentless pressure soon took over. He regained his composure, landing vicious uppercuts that broke through Morrell's guard and pushed the Cuban fighter on the back foot for much of the remaining rounds. Despite the official decision, the fight left fans divided, with many believing that Morrell's late surge was enough to claim victory.
It was one of my mistakes where, maybe I got going a little too late. I was getting going in the last 3 rounds. Maybe I should have done that earlier, but it's something to learn from, and something that happened in that fight that was a factor. 1 second, then Rafael here.
David, I wondered, when we were leading up to the fight, there was a lot of discussion about your relative lack of professional experience compared to David. I know you had the great amateur background, he had so many more.
Benavidez maintained relentless pressure on Morrell as the fight entered the later rounds, showcasing his physical strength and impressive ability to absorb punishment. By the 8th round, the effects of Benavidez's relentless attack were evident. Morrell appeared fatigued, and his earlier confidence, marked by flashy movement and showboating, began to fade. Benavidez controlled the pace, dictating the flow of the fight as Morrell's energy steadily declined. Heading into the 9th round, it was clear that Benavidez was comfortably ahead on the unofficial scorecards. In the championship rounds, Morrell tried to mount a comeback, pushing forward with aggression in an attempt to steal the final rounds. However, Benavidez remained composed, controlling the action and inviting Morrell to engage on his terms. A surprising twist came near the end of the 11th round when Morrell scored a knockdown on Benavidez, sparking hope for a dramatic turnaround.
Pro fights, it seemed like that was a factor because he was able to slow it down, speed it up, and do sort of what he wanted at a lot of the times. I wonder if you felt like that the experience level was maybe a little bit much for you. I'd actually like to hear Ronnie's perspective on that also.
It was definitely one of the main factors in this fight where it didn't tilt the balance 100%, but it definitely was something that played a role in the outcome of the fight.
However, controversy soon followed as the referee deducted a point from Morrell for punching after the bell. This decision shifted the momentum back in Benavidez's favor, dampening Morrell's comeback efforts. When the final bell rang, the judges awarded Benavidez a unanimous decision victory, with 2 scorecards reading 115-111 and one at 118-108. The outcome was met with criticism, notably from WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis, who accused the referee of biased officiating. Davis took to social media, claiming that the referee's decisions had influenced the fight's result. Nicknamed the Mexican Monster, Benavidez boasts an impressive record of 29-0 with 24 knockouts. Known for his relentless pressure, powerful punches, and iron will, he continues his mission to establish himself as the most dominant super middleweight in the world and a potential contender to face boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez. Leading up to the fight, Benavidez didn't hide his disdain for Morel, accusing him of disrespect and vowing to make their clash a brutal affair. Their heated press conference reflected this animosity, featuring aggressive remarks and even a physical altercation that added fuel to the fire, setting the stage for an unforgettable showdown.
David Morel and David Benavidez are going to fight.
Yeah.
Is that a fight that you're...
Oh, got it, yeah. Well, the story with he and I was, I met him when he was a kid, like a kid, and he told me, I'm going to be a world champion someday, and then I run into him and he's a world champion. You know, that's happened to me so many times, usually with MMA fighters, not boxers. That's when I was sort of kicking the tires of boxing, and yes, I will watch that fight, if that's the question you're asking.
On the other side, David Morel, the WBA regular champion, has developed a reputation as a slick, powerful, and technically gifted boxer. With an undefeated record of 11-0, including 9 knockouts, Morel has steadily built a name for himself in the super middleweight division, impressing fans and pundits alike with his skill set and confidence. Despite having less professional experience compared to his rival, David Benavidez, Morel has remained undaunted and eager to prove that he belongs at the very top of the division. His composed and strategic approach inside the ring has earned him respect, but it is his fierce determination outside of it that has really captured attention.
David Benavidez, American, from Arizona, from Phoenix, Arizona. Debut 2013 through 2021. I think he is still fighting. His last fight most likely occurred in 2021. Oh wait, November 13, he's got an upcoming fight versus Jose Uzcatagu, Colombian. But his last one took TKO, took place March 13, 2021. 24, and we got another undefeated.
During the lead-up to the fight, Morel displayed his unyielding confidence and defiance, refusing to show any form of submission. At the press conference, he boldly rejected Benavidez's handshake and took things to another level by hurling his WBA championship belt directly at Benavidez's head, signaling without a doubt that he wasn't backing down from the challenge. Morel's actions demonstrated a fighter who not only believed in his ability but also relished the idea of rising to the occasion, undeterred by any pressure or intimidation.
Man, no secret for everybody that Benavidez were, you know Robocop?
Hey, stop!
Here, that's it. Look, the Benavidez versus Crown. 12 round, you know, this time is the really secret.
The tension between Benavidez and Morel had been building for weeks, but it reached its boiling point during a media workout in Miami on December 17, 2024.
I planned before. I mean, I think so plan not have too much power for Benavidez. So you know, he's the big guy. He's stronger too. So you have like the good lefts. You training hard. You have power, you have everything. I mean, nothing for you.
Keep your head up.
I can dance. I have move. You know, I can dance. Benavidez can dance. That's it.
As both fighters prepared for their highly anticipated light heavyweight title clash, their growing animosity finally erupted into a physical altercation in front of the cameras. The incident quickly caught the attention of fans, media, and boxing pundits, further fueling the already intense rivalry between the two. What had been a war of words and tension-filled stare-downs now turned into a dramatic, in-person confrontation that left no doubt about the animosity between them. This unexpected escalation not only added an extra layer of intrigue to the fight but also significantly increased the hype surrounding the upcoming showdown. Fans and experts alike couldn't help but wonder how this confrontation would translate into their performances in the ring, making the fight even more anticipated than before. The altercation made it clear that this wasn't just another title fight, it was a deeply personal battle that would be fueled by the emotions and bad blood between the two fighters. Benavidez has been open about the personal animosity between him and Morel, saying, "He doesn't like me, and I don't like him." This candid statement reflects the deep-rooted tension that has been brewing between the two fighters for some time. Their rivalry has been evident in their pre-fight encounters, where the disdain between them was impossible to ignore. One such moment took place during a media workout, where things got heated and Benavidez shoved Morel, prompting a swift and dramatic response. In retaliation, Morel threw his WBA interim title at Benavidez, a move that symbolized the animosity and rivalry that had been building up for months. This intense exchange further fueled the anticipation for their fight, showing that the personal stakes were as high as the championship itself. Adding to the drama, Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, didn't hold back his thoughts on the situation. He publicly declared, "Benavidez won that fight. It's clear they don't want him near me. The sport deserves rematches when it's this controversial." Canelo's comments not only supported Benavidez's claims but also hinted at a larger, long-standing issue within boxing. There has been widespread speculation about boxing politics and the possibility that Benavidez, known for his relentless pursuit of Canelo's titles, is being deliberately sidelined. Many believe that Canelo, the sport's biggest star, has avoided facing Benavidez in a career-defining bout, which has only added fuel to the fire of their ongoing rivalry. Canelo's call for an immediate rematch resonated with fans and pundits alike, who were frustrated with the controversial decision and felt it was an obstacle to the high-stakes matchups that fans have been craving. The rivalry between Canelo and Benavidez has dominated discussions in the boxing world for the past few years, with Benavidez consistently challenging Canelo for his super middleweight titles. However, Canelo has continually avoided these challenges, leading to growing speculation about the reasons behind his avoidance. This ongoing tension between the two has become one of the most talked about topics in the sport, with fans eagerly awaiting the day when these two fighters finally face off in what many believe is an inevitable showdown.
In terms of moving back down to 168, is that out the window now?
I'm not going back down to 168. I don't care if Canelo, if he wanted to fight me and told me to go down to 168. I don't care about that money. I don't care about none of that. I was at 168 for a while. 3 years, I was #1 contender. I was not given that opportunity, so now I'm here at 175 fighting the guys that have balls.
Andre Ward, the former champion turned ESPN analyst, offered a measured yet insightful analysis of the fight. While acknowledging Morel's technical prowess, Ward ultimately sided with Benavidez, stating, "Morel's defense was brilliant, but effective aggression should have swayed this. Benavidez did more to win rounds." His remarks highlighted the ongoing debate in boxing between tactical finesse and the visible impact of sustained pressure. Ward's commentary underscored the subjective nature of judging, where criteria like clean punching, effective aggression, ring generalship, and defense are weighted differently by each official. Meanwhile, veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas delivered a scathing critique of the sport itself, declaring, "This is why boxing's dying. Benavidez landed the harder shots, forced the fight, and judges rewarded running." Atlas's frustration with Morel's lateral movement, viewed by some as evasive rather than strategic, resonated with fans who felt Morel's slick style prioritized survival over dominance. This approach clashed with the raw, aggressive appeal of Benavidez's relentless attack, fueling the controversy surrounding the fight's outcome.
Pick on their #1 contenders.
Have you completely lost hope in that fight happening?
I don't think about that fight. I mean, I only think about what's on the table, and I only think about what's ahead of me. I knew that this fight was potentially, we could make it. We made it happen. Now I'm only thinking about this fight and then unifying the titles after.
Media outlets further intensified the controversy, with the ring and boxing scene publishing unofficial scorecards that overwhelmingly favored Benavidez, aligning with the broader fan consensus. The statistical breakdown, coupled with media dissent, painted a picture of a fight where the judges' interpretation sharply diverged from both quantitative data and qualitative assessments. Social media erupted with the hashtag rivalry, as fans drew comparisons to some of boxing's most infamous decisions. Behind the scenes, Benavidez's camp filed formal appeals with the WBC and WBA, though historical precedent suggests that overturning the result is highly unlikely. Morrell's team, while publicly open to the idea of a rematch if the financial terms align, found themselves facing increasing scrutiny and backlash in the wake of the controversial decision. Their victory, which had been celebrated by some, was quickly overshadowed by widespread accusations of illegitimacy. Many fans, fighters, and pundits believed that the result of the fight did not reflect the true nature of the competition, with several questioning the fairness of the officiating and the validity of the decision. As the debate continued to rage on, the boxing world found itself grappling with yet another crisis of credibility, casting doubt on the integrity of the sport as a whole. The fallout from the decision extended far beyond the confines of the ring, leaving a lasting impact on both fighters' careers and the sport's reputation. Benavidez, who had been eyeing a lucrative and career-defining showdown with Canelo Alvarez, found his path to that anticipated match even more complicated and uncertain. The controversy surrounding his loss, coupled with the questions over the legitimacy of the decision, seemed to create more obstacles in securing the highly anticipated bout with Canelo. What was once seen as a potential blockbuster fight now appeared to be slipping further out of reach, as the shadow of this controversial outcome loomed large over Benavidez's future prospects. Meanwhile, Morrell's previously unbeaten record, which had been a source of pride and confidence for his team, became tainted by the cloud of controversy. In the court of public opinion, there was now an unspoken asterisk next to his perfect record. Fans and experts alike were left divided, with some believing he had earned the victory, while others felt the decision had been unjust and that Morrell's true test of greatness still awaited him. This controversy not only shook the foundation of their rivalry but also cast doubt on the legitimacy of future fights in the division, leaving both fighters navigating the murky waters of boxing politics and fan perception.
I think the purer puncher probably is Morrell, for one shot. He's the less experienced guy, but he's got that Cuban background, with the amateur pedigree, over 100-something fights. He's got experience. Even though he's got a lot less fights professionally, he's got experience. He hasn't fought the resume professionally that Benavidez has, so that's in favor of Benavidez. The experience, always important. But also the pedigree, like I said, where he comes from, Cuba, how, you come from that island that from the beginning when you first put those gloves on.
With pay-per-view numbers revealing an impressive 650,000 buys, the fight's success proved the drawing power of both fighters, making the demand for a rematch a financial inevitability, even as Benavidez hinted at a potential move to light heavyweight. Ultimately, the fight's legacy may hinge on whether boxing's power brokers prioritize justice for Benavidez or allow the controversy to linger, further eroding the trust of an already disillusioned fan base. David Morrell expressed disappointment with the outcome but showed sportsmanship by acknowledging Benavidez's skills and the tough competition he provided. Morrell admitted facing challenges during the fight but praised his own resilience and determination. He emphasized that he would take this loss as a learning experience, vowing to come back stronger in future bouts. Benavidez successfully defended his interim WBA light heavyweight title while adding the WBC light heavyweight championship to his collection, securing a unanimous decision victory over Morrell. His relentless pressure, high-volume punching, and vicious body attacks allowed him to control most of the fight, gradually breaking Morrell down over the rounds. While Morrell displayed impressive skill and resilience, Benavidez's relentless pace and physical dominance ultimately proved too overwhelming for the Cuban star. Even before the fight, Benavidez's confidence was unwavering, and his victory over Morrell solidified his dominance not only in the super middleweight division but also as a rising force at light heavyweight. With his aggressive style, precision, and power, Benavidez demonstrated why he's considered one of the best in his class. His performance left no doubt about his skills and determination to reign supreme in the division. Beyond the personal grudge, the outcome of this fight carries significant implications for the future of the super middleweight division. Benavidez's victory adds more fuel to his campaign for a megafight against Canelo Alvarez, further solidifying his position as a top contender. This win not only boosts his credibility but also makes a potential showdown with Canelo even more anticipated by fans and pundits alike.
It's all about becoming a world champ. Part of it is to escape the communist country, to get to a better life, to get to where you can pursue dreams, to get over here where you can become a world champion. And that is all there. But Benavidez comes from those bloodlines too. where it's all about with him and his father, you know, and his family. It's all about being a champion, staying a champion, being proud, representing yourself in and out of the ring as a champion. The power. Both guys are known for that.
I definitely made a lot of mistakes that left me exposed to getting hit more than I wanted. Next question.
David, I wanted to ask you a couple things. When it comes to a rematch, is that something that you'd like to wait maybe a couple years for before you jump back into it? And then if you can also elaborate on the difference in body shots, it doesn't seem...
Had Morrell emerged victorious, it would have catapulted him to superstardom, firmly establishing him as a legitimate force in the super middleweight division. While his loss is undoubtedly a setback, Morrell's performance showcased his potential and resilience, hinting at a bright future ahead. The super middleweight division remains an exciting battleground, with both fighters playing pivotal roles in its evolving narrative. The fight wasn't without danger for Benavidez. In the early rounds, Morrell hurt him badly with a well-timed power shot, momentarily putting the undefeated Mexican-American in serious trouble. Then, in the 11th round, Morrell scored a dramatic knockdown, stunning the crowd and briefly shifting the momentum in his favor. However, just as quickly as he gained an edge, Morrell faced a controversial setback. At the end of the same round, he landed a punch after the bell, prompting the referee to deduct a point, a decision that drew immediate backlash from fans and fighters alike. Adding a personal touch to the post-fight celebration, Benavidez's son, Anthony, was visibly excited and proud of his father's victory. He joined in the festivities by showcasing some impressive boxing moves of his own, mirroring his dad's skills. Anthony's enthusiasm and joy were evident as he shared the special moment with fans and media, expressing his admiration and unwavering support for his father.
Like you really paid a lot of attention to the body like he did.
Next question. I'm not gonna wait like 3 years. That will be a long time. And as far as whether he wasn't looking for the body enough, that maybe that was the case. Yes, where I felt that I should have looked for the body more, but in that sense, you know, he was heavier than normal, and it wasn't like he was hitting me that hard either, where like I wasn't feeling his punches a lot more than he was feeling mine.
Despite the controversy, Benavidez's victory solidified his position in the boxing world. His performance not only earned him the WBA regular title but also the WBC interim light heavyweight belt, setting the stage for a potential showdown for the undisputed light heavyweight title later this year. Although Benavidez had previously expressed interest in facing Canelo Alvarez for the super middleweight crown, his latest win and new hardware have put the dream on hold as he now focuses on bigger challenges in the light heavyweight division. Benavidez's future in the ring promises even greater challenges and opportunities. His victory over Morrell was a testament to his skill, power, and resilience. Despite facing early adversity, including a moment of vulnerability in the opening rounds and a knockdown in the 11th, Benavidez showcased why he's known as the Mexican Monster. His relentless pressure and high work rate gradually broke down Morrell, earning him a clear unanimous decision victory. The referee's controversial point deduction against Morrell for a punch after the bell added drama to the bout, but it didn't overshadow Benavidez's dominant performance. This win has shifted his focus squarely to the light heavyweight division, possibly marking the beginning of a new chapter in his career. Although his dream of facing Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight may be on hold for now, Benavidez's future is filled with exciting possibilities. As he continues to climb the ranks, the boxing world eagerly anticipates his next move.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.